And welcome once again to another edition of Real Sports Live, Southwest.com, Real Sports Live, as we are broadcasting tonight, Friday Night Football, Week 6, powered by Hacienda Ford, as the McCollum Cowboys travel to Eagle Pass and take on the Winn Mavericks. McCollum coming in 0-5, as they are 0-1 in district play under Coach Uzzo, as their main offensive threat, Ryan Ramirez, is nursing a knee injury. So we talked to Coach Uzzo before the game. We also talked to Coach Royce and Coach Villaseñor. So we'll have that shortly, as we're live from Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Friday Night Football brought to you by Ram Country Auto World, ramcountryautoworld.com. Make sure you visit them, as they are our official travel sponsor, advertiser. We're going to be live audio, and an hour after the game, we're going to go ahead and give you the sights on the field, as we are also recording the game. So we want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in to our show and to our broadcast tonight. We're broadcasting from Eagle Pass, Texas, the Student Activity Center, Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. I'm Freddie Heredia. With me, as always, on the camera, David Heredia. He's up top. And thank you very much. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Welcome in to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Welcome in to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Explorer with up to $10,000 off MSRP at Hacienda Ford.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
So we're back live as our broadcast Friday Night Football. McCollum Cowboys will bring their aerial assault and their ground game. Their featured running back is Isaiah Fuller. And of course, for the Winn Mavericks, Coach Ozzo did mention Ethan Johnston as their featured back, with Jose Padilla at the helm for the Winn Mavericks. They tough loss for the Winn Mavericks, 28-25. Had a chance to win the game last week against Martin. We'll give you that here in a bit. But we're going to go to our pregame slate. And, of course, get you those interviews. Real Sports Live Southwest, Friday there with Coach Erik Sanchez. Coach, 28-25, heart-fought game, as you mentioned to us off camera. How was that game against Martin? And there was a lot of ebbs and flows of the game, Coach.
It was a physical game, Freddie. Our kids fought to the end. We had our chance there with 30 seconds left to line up and kick a field goal to go into overtime. And it unfortunately went wide left on us. But I think, there's a lot to take from that. We're getting better offensively. Our kids fought hard against a good Martin football team. And, we're going to dust ourselves off, regroup, and get ready to go for McCollum.
Coach, looking forward to McCollum, you know that their starting quarterback is not healthy enough to come back against you guys. Is there just something that you see on film that, again, you will be able to exploit against them? Is that run game of yours with Ethan Johnson rushing 37 times for 154 yards?
Well, I mean, it certainly plays into our favor when, a three-year starter is not going to take 100% of the snaps, so it does present some things in our favor. Our defensive staff is planning for both, but I feel we got our hands full. They're a scary 0-5 team. That their record doesn't indicate the potential that's there. So we expect a hard-fought football game from McCollum.
Coach, and going to something to touch on, I know that you guys came out, scored also in the second half. You guys came out and scored on your first possession of the second half. What is it about the start and the start of the first and the second half for you guys coming out of the locker room?
I think our kids are confident. They're confident in what we're doing. We scored on our opening drive and then scored there when we got the ball back in the second half. They're buying in to what we're doing. I think we're playing to our strengths and really finding our footing on the offensive side of the ball. We're healthy, and that certainly helps as we're heading into the stretch run and the critical point of district play.
Yes, the second week of district play. I know there's been some surprises along the way with other teams in the district. Legacy beating Southwest and that Fire and Armor game that they had last week. So those kind of things, you don't look forward to too much, Coach. You go week by week. I know you're that type of coach that doesn't like to look forward, right. But coming into what you guys do is you guys have become more of a ground and pound and stop it if you can, so to speak, right, Coach?
and our credit goes to our offensive line. None of that can happen without good offensive line play, and those guys have bought into what we want to accomplish. We had to keep Martin off the football field. They're high octane on offense. They scored a lot of points. So really, what we want to do is control the clock, move the change, which we did. But unfortunately, we got some bad breaks there at the end.
Coach, tough loss, 28-25. But like you say, you're one of those coaches that likes to tell your kids, "Hey, on to the next. Don't forget, it's a 24-hour rule, so to speak. You're on to the next game." Looking forward to your defense. Do you think that this coming week against McCollum, you'll look at some big plays out of your defense this week?
Yeah, I mean, our defense forced 4 turnovers Friday night against Martin. And anytime you do that, you got to turn those into points, which we did. So we're looking for more of that Friday night against McCollum.
And that's Coach Erik Sanchez, Thunder Mavericks. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. That's the interview with Coach Villaseñor. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas, with 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow,
Automotive Repair Shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
And we're back to the pregame show, powered by Hacienda Ford and RamCountryAutoWorld.com. Ram Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Our guys that were the captains tonight, as CC Winn will receive the captains for tonight's game. For the CC Winn Mavericks, it's Ernesto Vasquez and Daniel Ruiz, Jared Royce, and believe number 64, which is Emmanuel Oviedo. For McCollum, it's number 3, Ryan Ramirez. Number 10, Chris Silva. Number 26, Jared Luevanos. And number 82, Jacob Loa. And we'll talk a little bit with Coach Royce. This is what he had to say about the offense coming up.
Real Sports Live Southwest, Friday today with Coach Heriberto Royce, offensive coordinator for the CC Winn Mavericks. 28-25, Coach. Your offense moved the ball against Martin. What do you see from this week against McCollum?
We're expecting again another well transition throughout the week. We've been having 2 positive days as we speak. We had a great Monday, great Tuesday. McCollum is a physical team. Obviously, they've been struggling a little bit. We expect them to. Obviously, we're playing here at home. We need to make sure we take care of business as far as when the game comes along. Coach, you were able to move the ball against David Charles's Martin Tigers. 37 carries, 154 yards for Ethan Johnston, of course. Also, the quarterback, Jose Padilla, another tremendous start for him, a second game at the helm. What did you see from your offensive line and your offense clicking? You know, last week we spoke about the guys that came over to assist in the offense from the defensive side, the crossover guys. But again, we mentioned the guys that have been there and that have done a tremendous job. You know, we came out, strong. We came out, we scored in the first drive on a 13-run play, and then we scored back again on our first drive in the second half. So we haven't done that in a while, and so it gave us a lot of momentum. Like you said, they were well coached. Physical up front for Laredo Martin. We give them, credit where the credit's due. But we felt that we did things correct. They gave us a chance to win at the end of the game. Unfortunately, it didn't come that way. But we built from that game. We carry some momentum coming this week, and we're excited, to have McCollum here at home. Coach,
switching sides to McCollum, of course, they haven't had a good start for the season. But like you mentioned, they do bring a lot on defense. They have some physical guys on defense. What did you see on film that you're able to exploit with Olivo and Vasquez?
Well, we don't want to change a lot of the things that have helped us in the last 2 weeks. So you're gonna see a similar, kind of scheme for say versus McCollum. They're in a kind of like the 3-3 stack, really hanging lines, very similar to Laredo Martin's defense. But again, we feel that we still have an edge, not as aggressive, over the edges. They have a good secondary, but we feel that with the scheme, and we're not staying away from the 10 personnel as far as just kind of spread it up a little bit and get, like you said, Michael Olivo, Joe Garcia, Matthew de Alba, and Ernesto Vasquez, getting involved in the mix. Kind of stretch out the field a little bit, and then we'll go back to the things that have been working for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the bread and butter of that. How has that changed, Coach? The momentum, not the momentum, but how has it changed with Ethan Johnson at tailback, and what has that brought to the mix of things, knowing that you have a back that is not easily taken down, Coach?
Yeah, and we feel very confident, like you said, and it's something that I'm glad that you mentioned, because it's not easy, going from quarterback to running back. He might feel some kind of uncomfortable because changing positions, especially at this point. But he took it very well. He's a mature boy. Ethan Johnson, and obviously it's a big load to bring down. And he's been running hard. Obviously 37 carries for 150 plus yards. It tells you that he's holding his own. Padilla again coming in, stepping in those shoes. It's also a good compliment. Just the one thing that we want to be careful with is that we don't want to make sure that we stay with the under the center type deal and then completely forget about our scheme as far as spreading it out and kind of like our spread offense. So we want to make sure that we balance and put our kids in the best situation to where we do a good balance with that.
Don't forget, guys, the CC Winn Mavericks are at home against McCollum. You're watching Road Sports Live, Southwest.com.
That's Coach Heriberto Royce, the offensive coordinator for the CC Winn Mavericks. As we got the alma mater for the CC Winn Mavericks right now on the field. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RoadSportsLive.com.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas. 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto has the car you need. Don't look any further. Come visit us at 2502 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Fast, easy credit approval, low down payments on any of our quality used cars. Stop by 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Back to our pregame show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. We're going to have our Hacienda has it player of the game later on tonight, and our Ram Country Outer World defensive player of the game is the playing with our national anthem by the Thundering Mavericks. After this, we're going to have a quick interview with the coach, Coach Ozil, Matt Ozil of the McCollum Cowboys, just to give you some insight of what he has in store for tonight's game.
Real Sports Live Southwest, ready today with Coach Matt Ozil of the McCollum Cowboys. Coach, your record doesn't indicate how tough you guys play. Also, you got some key injuries that have lingered throughout the tough non-district season that you have, Coach. What can you tell us about this season and halfway through the season?
Yeah, well, we're just learning how to compete. We're still trying to play every play. Our non-district schedule was tough, and we competed. We were in those ball games to a certain point when guys took over. The injuries. I'm more frustrated for the kids because they want to be out there and they want to be contributing, and they still are contributing in leadership roles and trying to do everything that they can. And so hopefully we can get them back soon and utilize them on the field as well.
Coach, you look to be spoilers, of course. Coach Villaseñor, last week a tough game. They lost by 3 points, 28-25 against Martin, a tough opponent in District 14-5A. Hardendale plays tonight. What do you see for the McCollum Cowboys moving forward into the district season?
We're going to get a chance to compete every week. I think our district is pretty evenly matched. Outside of Harlan, I think Harlan's the front runner in everything that they do. Fortunately, we got them early, so everybody else has to play them now. Tonight we're going to get after. Coach Villaseñor has done a great job here, and he continues. He's going to continue to do a great job. He's built an outstanding culture. And we just want to compete. We want to put ourselves in a chance in the fourth quarter to have a chance to win this game, and by competing every single play is going to give us that opportunity.
Coach, 3 keys to the game tonight for you and for the Cowboys to come out with a victory tonight.
We got to tackle Ethan Johnston. Ethan Johnston's a tough, hard runner. They moved him to running back a couple of weeks ago. He played quarterback, I think, for him last year, and maybe even the year before. So he's a tough, hard runner. He's a kid that wants to see this guys be successful. We've got to execute offensively. We've moved the ball to a certain degree. We just got to put it in the end zone. And special teams wise, we've got to make something happen and try to steal some yards somehow, some way.
That's Coach Ozil, the McCollum Cowboys. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
So we're back live, and we're getting ready to kick off as the McCollum Cowboys will be kicking off to the north end, and they'll be defending the south end. Kicking for McCollum, and a short pooch punt will be taken at about the 31, down it at the 35. And their first possession for the Mavericks will be at their own Cáceres got the ball. And that's where they have their first and 10 at the 35-yard line. CC Winn will start the first drive at their own 35. Jumbo package to backs. And of course, Ethan Johnson will get the pitch from Padilla, takes it out to the outside and to the 40-yard line. So he gets a 5-yard gain there for Johnston. As we talked to Coach, and he did mention that he's a team player, and for him to go from quarterback, who started as a sophomore and a junior in his senior year, do what's best for the team, it shows a lot of character about Johnston and what he wants. 2 receivers set to the near side with 2 backs. Johnston looking for some running room. He goes to the edge and is brought down, and the ball is down. There's a fumble on the play. Going to see if that was already down. Corralled by several Cowboys. The first one there for is Jared Luevanos. He's on the tackle tonight. And he loses a yard there to the 39. It's the 3rd and 6 for the Mavericks. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 on the far side. I formation. Padilla rolls out, hits his receiver, and all the way to the 50. The receiving end there is Carlos Soto. So it was complete to Soto from Padilla, and he gets it to the 50. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks, as he gets 11 yards on that one. So it sets up 1st and 10 with 10:50 left here in the first quarter. Padilla will hand it off, trying to find some running room, and brought down by Alfred Aguayo. So Alfred Aguayo, 3 carries as that ball crosses the 50 to the 48 for the Mavericks into Cowboy territory with a 2-yard carry. So he has 3 carries right now for 6 yards. 2nd and 8, 10:15. And Johnston gets it across the 45 to the 43 on that carry. A 5-yard carry, 3rd and 3. They're going to keep it on the ground as much as they can. It's basically stop the rush, I formation, pitch out. And he takes it to the outside. He's got some running room, goes out of bounds. Nice blocking up front by the offensive line. That's one of the things that Coach Roy said, that there's some key guys that came from the defensive end to the offensive end. A 10-yard carry there for Johnston. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Cowboy 33-yard line. So they look near side. Split wide is Ernesto Vasquez to the near side. Jumbo set 2 back with in man in motion. We'll give it to Jared on a delay, as Royce will get a couple of yards. Actually loses yard there to the 34. 2nd and 11 for the Mavericks. 9:29 left here. Thank you very much for logging on and tuning in. Rio, it's riosportslive.com. Also, you guys can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can watch the game on our YouTube channel. Also, you can download the VTX1 app. Padilla, first attempt, that's batted down at the line of scrimmage. And that was Dominic Riojas, the D tackle, coming in. Actually, the defensive end, and getting in the passing lane, as that pass is incomplete. Was intended for Vasquez. Brings a 3rd and 11 from the Cowboy 34-yard line. 2 receivers set to the near side. I formation. Soto in the backfield along with Johnston. Drops back, looking, middle of the field. Vasquez catches the ball. And a great catch by Vasquez there. as he is met at the 20 by Christian Ramirez for the Cowboys, but he gets a Maverick first down on that pass reception as they go back to him. 1st and 10 as they're in the red zone. Nice 14-yard pickup there for the Mavericks. 2-back set. Ball on the ground and Padilla falls on it as he fumbles the ball and is recovered by the Mavericks at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 13 for the Mavericks as they started the game at their own 35-yard line. This is the first possession of the ball game with 8:14 left here in the first quarter. He gives it to Johnson. Johnson finding some running room. Lowers his shoulders and gets us across the 30 to the 17-yard line. So they're going to feed Johnston as much as they can in this ball game. So that's what coach has to contend, as that brings a 3rd down. That one to the 17. It'll be a 3rd and a long 7. As he got 6 yards on that one. We'll give it to Johnson. Johnson finds some running room. He's still on his feet. Goes down to the 2-yard line, actually to the 1-yard line, as that offensive line moves. And we've seen the difference in that offensive line for the Mavericks. 7:29 as they're at the 2-yard line. A 15-yard carry, 1st and goal. And Johnston will take it in from 2 yards out for a Maverick touchdown. With 7:22 left in the first quarter, the first drive results in 6 points for the Mavericks as Johnson does it himself alongside his counterpart, Padilla. In the passing game, completes that 14-yard pass play to continue the drive on a 3rd and 11. And from 2 yards out, he goes into the end zone for a Maverick touchdown. 6-0 the score early on here. As we have some flags on the play, gonna wait to see what that was for. There's gonna be a timeout, so we're gonna take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Laredo ISD would like to invite you to join us in cultivating champions through education. We encourage you to go to school and attend classes every day.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
So we're back live, and there was an illegal substitution for the... So they're going to actually go for 2 here. And Padilla will take it himself for 2. As he makes it 8-6. A 2-point conversion good. So 8-0 is the score. CC Winn on top. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Stat ER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
We're back live as CC Winn will be kicking off here. Up 8-0, 7:22 left here in the first quarter. Back deep for McCollum. Will be the touchback. Back there was Luciano Alvarado, and he lets the ball go through the end zone for a touchback, and they'll have their first possession. So the Cowboys have the first possession at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. With 7:22 left here in the first quarter. I formation, 4 receiver. Actually, 1 back set with a 4 receiver set. 2 from the near side, 2 on the far side. Bring a man in motion. We'll give to the running back out to the outside. Brought out of bounds. The quarterback for the McCollum Cowboys is Gary Sean Tejada. And that was Alex Robles. Actually, Isaiah Leffler was the ball carrier. Number 25, and he loses 2 yards to the 23. 2nd and 12 to the near side, and that one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Chris Silva, and that pass incomplete. Tejeda, that was a nice throw, but Silva was unable to get that corralled in, as he already had Gonzalez there to meet the defensive back for the Mavericks. Dropped back, looking right now, looking left. He does have a man open, and that was Luciano Alvarado on the reception to the far sideline. A nice strike there to the outside. We'll get it to the 35-yard line, and a Cowboy first down. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys as they're moving here with 7 minutes left. That one went out of bounds. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side for the Cowboys. Shotgun formation. Looks to the outside, and again gets to the receiver out to the far sideline, and another reception for Alvarado. Alvarado has 2 receptions and gets this one to the just outside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5, a 5-yard catch and a 12-yard catch. So he's got 17 yards on 2 catches. That's Alvarado here early on. Shotgun formation. Ball on the ground, and it will be met immediately in the backfield. That's Oviedo in the backfield. And Jose Hinojosa. Actually, that was Ontiveros' number who was in the backfield. So the 3rd and 9. As as he loses 4 yards there. Drops back, looking middle of the field. Caught at the 50. Comes near side, he's at the 40. Stiff arms, he's at the 30. And brought out of bounds finally at the 29-yard line. And that was Christian Ramirez. And Erik Sanchez was on the tackle there, all the way to the Winn 29-yard line. A nice pitch and catch as he went through the middle of the Maverick defense, found an opening, and got it down to the 29. 5:30 left. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation. Drops it back, looking, can't find anybody. Rolls out now, finds in the flat, and that was incomplete. Checking to see if there's flags, but that one was intended for Ruben Pacheco. So incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the Winn 29-yard line. First quarter, 5:24 left. Brings a man in motion. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Will give it to the running back and is met immediately by Garcia. Garcia in on the tackle there. And the ball carrier, again, Isaiah Leffer. Got to the 28, a 1-yard gain on that play. 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys, moving the ball. As they 2 minutes into, actually 3 minutes into this drive. 4:46 left. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. 5 receivers set. Empty backfield for the Cowboys, and there's movement on the line. They're gonna step off 5 yards. So a penalty on the offense. So they're gonna bring the ball back to the 33. It'll be a third and 14. Bring a man in motion. That's Ramirez. Drops back. Ramirez will get the ball. A halfback pass. And wide open. Touchdown, Cowboys. As Ramirez gets it from his quarterback, Tejada. And Tejada, who throws a nice ball to his receiver out in the flat, Ramirez, and Ramirez finds a wide open Pacheco for a 33-yard touchdown. Makes it 8-6 with 4:33 left in the first quarter. And the uprights gets it 8-7 as the point after attempt is good. We'll be back with more after this.
You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
So we're back live. Kickoff. 8-7 to score with 4:33. A pooch punt will get picked up right about the 23-yard line by Matthew De Alba. So the Mavericks will have their at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Their second possession in this first quarter. And they got 4:28 left on the clock. One receiver to the near side. We'll pitch it out to Johnston. Johnston will get across the 25 to the, I believe, the 26-yard line. So 4-yard carry, second and 6. So Johnston will have the load tonight as he will be the featured back. They also have Soto and Cáceres. Pitch out, Padilla to Johnston. Johnston makes a move and gets brought down as he crosses the 30 by Matthew Cantu of the Cowboys. So he gets the 4 yards. Actually, he gets 4 more yards there. So it's the 3rd and 2 for Johnston. So Johnston will carry the ball, gets it across the 30, gets it to the 30. Got to get the ball to the 32. I think he does have a spot there. And that's Dominic Riojas on the stop for the McCollum Cowboys. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. That one to the 31. Did not get that actual 2. 4th and 1 now. And that line right there. Actually, there's gonna be movement on the play. Gonna see what it is. If it's a false start, I believe they're gonna punt the ball. So they're going to bring it back 5 yards to the 36. It's going to be a 4th and 6, as that was a penalty on the offense. And punting it away. It's Olviedo, and back to receive it at the 41, at the 39, was Ramirez. So Ramirez has the McCollum Cowboys set at the 39-yard line, their own 39. There is a penalty on the play. We're going to check the penalty. Blocking below the waist. So they're going to add 15 yards after that penalty to the end of the run. Now we're at the 39, 15 yards. We'll put it at the Maverick 46-yard line. That's where they're going to start. 1st and 10 from the 46. We'll give it to Leifer. Leifer will bring it near side and gets hit immediately by Garcia. That was Isaiah Leffler to the 43, 2nd and 7. A 3-yard carry there for Leffler. 8-7 to score. 2:05 left and counting here. McCollum played Harlan. Of course, Harlan, and there's going to be a timeout called. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
We're back live, and Leffler gets the carry, and he is upended there as they come off the timeout. Actually, that was Luevanos on the carry, number 26, and gets the ball to the CC Winn 36-yard line, 3rd and 1. A 6-yard carry there for Luevanos. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's movement on the line. There's a false start. So with that, they bring the ball 5 yards back, and we have it at the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6 after the penalty on the offense. Bring a man in motion, drops back, rolls right, and finds a receiver open at about the 30-yard line and gets brought down immediately by a host of Mavericks there at the 29. And that was complete to Gavin Hawley to the 29. 1st and 10 with 43 seconds left. As Tejada completes in that one a rush to the far side and immediately met at the line by Castillon, the other DN, and Luevanos was unable to get to the 29 as he lost 2 yards to the 31. 2nd and 12 with 7 seconds left here in the first quarter, as they're going to elect to let the clock run out. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
Second quarter here as we change sides. The Cowboys will now go from your screen right to left. Actually, from left to right. Excuse me, from left to right on your screen. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation for Tejada. Has Luevanos in the backfield. We start the second quarter. That one almost picked off by Sanchez on the far sideline. He read the eyes of Tejada, and that one's broken up. And that was intended for Silva. Incomplete. It's a 3rd and 12 for the Cowboys at the CC Winn 31-yard line. 11:54 as that starts the second quarter here. 8-7. Press coverage, and there's another false start as the offensive line for the Cowboys are having some issues on the line as far as getting off the ball. As Hossa, the DN for the Mavericks, has kind of got into the tackle's head there as he is trying to get off the ball quickly. So that's the matchup back there. To the 36, it's 3rd and 17 after the penalty. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Drops it back. Tejada looking, now tucks it. He's still looking, has a man, and that one to Silva, and that is a catch at the 20-yard line. Chris Silva complete a 16, actually to the 21, a 15-yard pickup there for the Cowboys to get a manageable 4th and 2 as they need to get it to the 19-yard line of CC Winn. 2 backs with Tejada in I formation, and there is another. When the defensive line of CC Winn kind of shifts into what gap or where they need to go, that's when they're having some trouble. So that one's backed up 5 yards to the 26. It's going to be a 4th and 7 now. So three false starts here in this drive. And the Cowboys get, I believe, a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales. Y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria, y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
We're back live. Rolls out. Tejada looks to the far sideline, and that's incomplete. It falls incomplete. And Alvarado was the intended receiver. And that falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. A great defensive stop. They have it now with 10:20 left in the second quarter at their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks as they're up by 1, 8-7 here in the second quarter of play. 2 receivers with I formation near side. That's a ball carrier right there was Ethan Johnston. And we'll get it to the 31, 2nd and 5 for the Mavericks. We'll send Vasquez and Olivo to the far side. Two receivers with two back set. Pitch out to the outside. Cuts back inside. As a host of Mavericks are leading the charge in the front line as they are getting to the second level, and gets it to the 36 inches away. Gets it to the 35 and a half, actually the nose of the ball. So it's 3rd and inches. We'll give it to the up back, and he got forward progress. To the, that was Soto. Soto gets it to the 37. 1st and 10. So 9:48. Mavericks are moving the ball here as they get the turnover on downs. One receiver, two receivers to the far side, one on the near side. Has Johnston in the backfield to the near side. That's caught by Garza. Garza will look to make a move and will get it to the Maverick 49-yard line. So complete to the 49. Nice 12-yard. So 1st and 10, 12-yard catch there. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side for CC Winn. Quick out to Vasquez. Vasquez looking for some running room, and it will get it into Cowboy territory to the 46-yard line. And Aguayo on the stop there for the Cowboys. Gets it to the 47 of the Cowboys. It'll be a 4-yard pass play. It'll be a 2nd and 6 for the Mavericks. We'll send Garza and Olivo to the far side. Near side is Vasquez. And Padilla will take it himself. He's got a seam. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown Mavericks. Quarterback number 8. A 47-yard touchdown untouched for Jose Padilla with 8:32 in the second quarter. Padilla takes it 47 yards to pay dirt with the point after attempt. And Ramos will await the place kick, and it is up and good. 14-7 is the score. CC Winn leads it. We'll be back with more after this.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Utility Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated sells parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales.
So we're back live. Taken at the 5-yard line. Brings it up the middle and will be brought down by Marco Leja. Leija and Luciano Alvarado. It was a 6-play drive, scoring drive for the Mavericks as they go ahead 15-7 with 8:25 left. McCollum will have it at their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Luevanos with the ball carry to the outside. Check that. That's Leffler is on the carry. And Castillon, the DN, getting in on the tackle to the 31. 2nd and 8, a 2-yard carry for the McCollum Cowboys. Drops back and almost picked off as that was read by Vasquez. Vasquez almost had a pick. Actually, that Argenis Gonzalez was in on the on that one to the near side. Read it all the way. The intended receiver was Alvarado. So 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Brings a man in motion. And again, there's a false start. A flag. So brings the ball back to the 26-yard line. It's a 3rd. Third and 13. Brings a man in motion. That's Ramirez. See, to the outside, to the far side. And is brought down on the stop. This Gilbert Vasquez. That was Aguayo on the other side. It was complete but short at the 34-yard line, 4th and 6. We'll bring the punt team out. Actually, it takes it himself to the far side, a fake punt. And the Mavericks stop the fake punt. And the punter, Nate Vasquez, the senior, was trying to make something out of nothing there as he was trying to get those 6 tough yards, and got it to the 30. So the Mavericks stop him. CC Winn has it at the Cowboy, at the McCollum 30-yard line, 1st and 10, with 6:53 left here in the second quarter. Padilla will take it himself near side, looking at his blocks, and he kind of gives a little nudge for Ethan Johnston to the near side. And Hernandez on the stop. For the Cowboys as he gets to the 19-yard line. Nice pickup, 1st and 10. Out to the outside. That's caught by Garcia. Complete. But that ball was completed at the 24-yard line. So they go back 5 yards, 2nd and 15. So they picked up 11 yards on their first rush to the 19. and they lose 5 yards on that pass play. So it's 2nd and 15, 6:06. Padilla looking to throw. He has a man open in the corner of the end zone and incomplete as Vasquez got loose. And Vasquez, a double move, got the defensive back to turn one way, and he got loose in the corner, but was a little overthrown. Now 4 receivers set with Johnston to the right side of Padilla. Padilla, middle of the field, intercepted. Taken at the 10, now over to the far sideline to the 20. That was intercepted by Christian Ramirez, and there is a flag on the play. Pass was intended for Garza, and that was an interception by Ramirez, and Ramirez will put the Cowboys at their own 20 yard line. We're gonna check the flag on that one. We're gonna talk to Coach to see what he wants to do. The ball was a little high to Garza, and Ramirez, a tall receiver. He's at least 5'11", 6 foot maybe. He got up for that one. Got an interception, so they're talking it over. 5:50 left here. 15-7 is the score. Mavericks had Johnston in that in their first possession, and then Padilla scored the second touchdown for the Mavericks. So there was an illegal block or block in the back for McCollum, and there was a chop block by the offense. I believe they negated. Actually, they took the McCollum one because it happened on the run back of the interception. So they're gonna set him up at the 11-yard line after the interception with 5:50 left. McCollum has it at their own 11-yard line. Actually, the 12, 1st and 10. Give to the outside. And brought out of bounds. That's Leffler with the ball carry. And Vasquez on the tackle there. Gets it to the 15-yard line. 3-yard carry, 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys here with 5:44 left in the second quarter. 2 receivers set to the near side. I formation, shotgun. Will give out the middle. That's Leffler again. Will cross to the, I believe they're going to spot him down at the 19-yard line. A 4-yard carry. 3rd and 3 now for the Cowboys. We're going to be live tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon from Del Rio, Texas. We'll be at the Carl P. Guys Gymnasium as the District 29 6A matchup. Del Rio and the Queens against the Lady Eagles, as that one was again the ball carrier number 25. Gets it across to the 27-yard line. An 8-yard carry, 1st and 10. Will give a first down to the McCollum Cowboys here. Actually at the 28. So a 9-yard carry, 1st and 10. They're moving the ball here. Tejada in shotgun formation. Drops back, and there's another flag. Another false start. So 1st and 15 after the false start. We'll bring the ball back to the 23-yard line of the Cowboys. 15-7. 4:33 left here in the second quarter. The defensive alignment here for the Mavericks. Running a 4-3. Their base. 2 receivers set to the near side, 2 to the far side. Drops back. Tejada looking, surveying. Can't find anybody. Now steps up in the pocket and goes down as he gets to the 23. So no gain on that play. So Tejeda, 2nd and 15 as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That pocket collapsed real quick on Tejada. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. We'll have Lifer in the backfield. Shotgun formation for the Cowboys. Drops back. Looking. Can't find anybody. Now is dropped as sacked. Coming in on a blitz was Garcia. And Garcia, the linebacker, gets to him at the 15. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. Stat Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting Stat Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
We're back live, 15-7. 3rd and long for the McCollum Cowboys. That one in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Alvarado. A 4th and long after that timeout by the Mavericks. It was a 3rd and... It was a 3rd and 23, so 4th and 23 from their own 15, as that one was incomplete. That one's punted away. We'll get a Cowboy roll. Will be brought down at the Maverick 43-yard line. So they're going to have the ball 1st and 10. With 3:13 left here in the second quarter. With plenty of time on the clock, 3:13 to navigate as they have it at their own 43. They've had some great field position here in this first half. Two receivers set to the far side, one on the near side. Padilla will take it himself to the far side. He's got some running room and gets brought down by Alex Robles. Gets it to the 44 of McCollum. And he'll take it himself. Gets about 3 on a 1st and 10. Actually gets none, as he is no yards on that carry. Second and 10. That first carry was 13 yards for Padilla. Johnston patiently waiting for the hole to open up. He gets away from a couple of McCollum, and he's still on his feet. Gets it across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Very hard to bring down Johnston, as we got 2:03 left. To the 38. A 3rd and 4, a 6-yard carry. A tough 6 yards there. One receiver to the far side. I formation. Padilla under center. Pitch out. We'll give to Vasquez. Vasquez in around. He has some speed. Tries to turn the corner. And gets brought down at about the 36-yard line. There's a flag on the far side. And brought down by Jason Fernandez of the Cowboys on the defensive end, as he read the play to the near side. Fernandez playing defensive back, and he read that play to the near side on a reverse. There is a flag. We're going to check the flag. Personal foul on the offense. That is a 15-yard variety, as that negates those yardage. And we'll bring the ball back to the CC Winn 49-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and, let's call it 17 for the Mavericks, with a minute 27 left here in the second quarter. We got a 3rd and 17. They check the play. Drops back, looking. He now tucks it and goes forward to the 48-yard line, as he's brought down by a host of Cowboys. Davian Martinez on the tackle for the Cowboys. There's a timeout called. We'll be back with more after this.
With a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
Back to live action. Under a minute to play here in the second quarter. They're going to bring the punt team out on a 4th and 15. And there's a flag on the play. So they bring it back to the 46-yard line. 4th and 20 for the Mavericks. Oviedo manages to get the punt off. Take a Maverick roll to the 26, 27. That's where they're going to have it with 43 seconds left. So the Cowboys will have it at their own 26-yard line. First and 10. 15-7 is the score, second quarter. We got 43 seconds before the half. So shotgun formation, we'll have a receiver wide to the far side, one on the near side, and gives it to the running back. So Isaiah Leffler gets it to the 31-yard line. A 2nd and 6, a 4-yard gain there. 21 seconds left. Receiver to the far side. Ball on the right hash. We'll give it to Lifer again and battles forward for some positive yardage across the 35 to the 36. And that one a 5-yard carry. Will be a 3rd and 1. Actually, they do give them forward progress to the 37. So 1st and 10, and that was the last play of the half. We're at halftime here from the Eagle Pass Student Activity Center, Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Your CC Winn Mavericks 15, McCollum Cowboys 7. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Bro Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
We're back live as we're at halftime. Our halftime show is brought to you by Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it, and Ram Country Auto World. RamCountryAutoWorld.com. We have some stats real quick, but we'll give you also the scoring drives as we got those points on the board. Something to mention is last week between the Martin Tigers and the CC Winn Mavericks as they started District 14 5A. Um, they narrowed the deficit, but wasn't able to get that field goal at the end of regulation. And but the stats, the resounding stats for the Mavericks, they had 16 first downs. They rushed 54 times for 264 yards, with 26 yards through the air. They rushed and they had total yards of 290. 4 of 13 for Padilla, as they had 6 penalties, actually 6 penalties for 63 yards. That was in that game. Most of those yardage, of course, was Ethan Johnson. He had 37 carries for 154 yards. Padilla had 11 carries for 57 yards. That was in that game last week. So much of it is going to be on the ground for the Mavericks, as they're going to ground and pound you and make you stop that offensive line that they brought Jared Royce from the defensive side to play both ways. Hosa also to play both ways. Ontiveros on the line is playing defensive tackle and then also playing a guard in for them. As the Cowboys employ a 47% run, a 53-yard pass, right now we're seeing more pass than run tonight, as we give you some information from Conrado Perez, as he's our Eagle Pass Texas football historian. The offensive line for the Cowboys, made up of Michael Rodriguez, Giovanni Serra, Michael Cantu, Oresti, and De Los Santos, are all having some fits up front with that defensive core, that line of the defensive line of Axel Rodriguez, Jose Antiveros, and Isaiah Flores. They're getting off the ball quickly. So those are the things that we talked about with Coach, and those are where you're gonna find your way to get some yardage on the offensive side of the ball. Is that we're at halftime 15-7. We'll be back with more as we give you the halftime stats and the scoring drives. We're back with more after this.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas. 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto has the car you need. Don't look any further. Come visit us at 2502 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Fast, easy credit approval, low down payments on any of our quality used cars. Stop by 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados.
We're back live, halftime, as you see the slate live, but later on you're gonna see the McCollum Cowboy band as they're out on the field right now, as we give you the halftime scoring brought to you by Ram Country Auto World, ramcountryautoworld.com. You can visit Grant Bibb at 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. As they started their first drive, their opening drive, at their own 35-yard line, and it was the Ethan Johnson show, as they had a 13-play drive to start the game, and fed Johnston 8 times, as he culminated with his last 2 carries of 15 yards to the 2, and then a 2-yard plunge into the end zone with 7:22 left in that first quarter. So he rushed for the most part 8 times in that drive, but there was a couple of plays there where on a 3rd and 11 to keep the drive alive, a 3rd down conversion from their own 34-yard line, he found Vasquez, that was Padilla, for a 14-yard pickup to the McCollum 20, and then a fumble recovery as far as recovered by the Mavericks, as Padilla lost 3 yards there, and then on a 2nd and 13 gives the rock to Ethan Johnson. He finds 6 yards to the 17, and then on a 3rd and 7 he takes it all the way to the 2, and of course into the end zone, and then the 2-point conversion. 8-0 was the score after the first drive. That was a good 65-yard drive, scoring drive for the Mavericks to open up the ball game. McCollum had it with 7:22 as they had their first drive, and guess what? They made it happen. They actually started at their own 25, and it was a scoring drive, of 75-yard scoring drive, and 10 plays later, it was on a 3rd and 14. That was a pass to Ramirez from his quarterback Tejada, and it was kind of like a halfback pass, but he got it to his receiver, and then found Pacheco in wide open for a 33-yard touchdown pass from Ramirez to Pacheco with 4:33 left, and that made it 8-6 with the point after attempt good. There was a couple of plays there on a 3rd and 9. They converted on a pass play and got it to the CC Winn 29. So that made it a 1-point game, 8-7. And then after that, it was kind of a defensive struggle on both sides of the ball. As we continue our halftime show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Welcome in to October. Huh? Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Explorer with up to $10,000 off MSRP at Hacienda Ford.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
We're back to halftime. Is the McCollum Cowboys down by 8 points, 15-7. There's the CC Winn Mavericks. And the McCollum Cowboy marching band is on the field. For those of you, of course, watching our stream, we're on Real Sports Live Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Go to our Roku channel. It's under the VTX1 app, and with channel 2 on Roku TV. Second quarter, or actually halftime, as the McCollum Cowboys had it at their the Winn 46. That was the one time that they had it on their on the opposition half to start their drive, and that one stalled on a 4th and 7 from the Winn 26 as the defense clamped down for CC Winn. Coach Salas and Coach Ramirez pretty happy with how the defense responded there. So with 10:20 left in the second quarter, CC Winn gets the ball with from their own 26-yard line and goes 6 plays. As 2 big plays to one to Garza and one to Vasquez from Padilla for 12 yards and 4 yards, and then Padilla does it himself from 47 yards out. He takes it up the middle and into the end zone as nobody could catch him with 8:32 left in the second quarter. They made it 14-7 with the point after attempt good by Ramos, and that's where we have it at 15-7 as both teams the defense came big in that second quarter, as both teams were unable to move the ball, as we had some 4 and outs for both teams. Finally, CC Winn tried to move the ball and punted, so there was also a big interception as the CC Winn Mavericks had at the McCollum 30-yard line, and the pass was intercepted by Ramirez, as that concluded that drive and stalled for the Mavericks. So that's where we're at right now, 15-7. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
To all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
The wait is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality insulation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Insulation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Insulation that lasts forever.
STAT Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. STAT Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting STAT Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
We got about 8 minutes left here at halftime, 15-7, as we gave you the first half kind of scoring drives and where we're at. For those of you that are waiting for us an hour after the game, we're actually going to try and see if we can put the first half highlights on. For those of you that are tuning in and listening to the game audio, we will have a replay of this game an hour after our game tonight, as we will give you the sights of this whole game from Eagle Pass, Texas, as the Mavericks leading the McCollum Cowboys 15-7. And you heard on our pregame show what Coach Ozzo was expecting tonight. They wanted to stop Ethan Johnston. We'll try and see if we can get some halftime stats for you guys. But again, we'll be back with more after this. You're watching RoadSportsLiveSouthwest.com.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas. 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto has the car you need. Don't look any further. Come visit us at 2502 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Fast, easy credit approval, low down payments on any of our quality used cars. Stop by 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful team season.
ER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Welcome in to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Willkommen to October. Huh? Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Explorer with up to $10,000 off MSRP at Hacienda Ford.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
And we're back live as our halftime show concludes. We had to pay some bills, as always, as we start the second half of this ball game. District 14 5A. We try to get some halftime stats. 154 yards rushing for the Mavericks. The disparity in passing. McCollum has 114 yards with that long 33-yard pass for a touchdown. That's kind of the one that got away for the Mavericks in the first half. As we start the second half, they're going to kick off as the McCollum Cowboys will get it at the 15-yard line. We'll bring it across the 25 to the 29-yard line, or 28, somewhere in there. That's where they're going to spot the ball. So McCollum will have their first drive. At their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. As Angel de la Torre was in on the tackle on special teams for the Mavericks as we start the second half. 11:53 left. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Has two backs in the backfield, one receiver to the near side, one to the far side for Tejada. And gives the ball to Leifer. Leifer breaks a couple of tackles. He's in the clear and gets it across the 45 to the 48-yard line. First carry for Leifer. Leffler, and he gets it to the 49, a 20-yard carry for 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. That's a way to start in the second half, down by 8. Two receivers set to the near side, one to the far side, shotgun formation. Get it to the outside on a comeback route, and that was his go-to receiver, Alvarado. Luciano Alvarado, complete from Tejada to the 39-yard line. A 10-yard pass play. 1st and 10. 2 first downs on 3 plays here. As they move the ball, Tejada shotgun formation, has a running back in the backfield, has a fullback, and that one was blown up immediately by Noé Castillon. So Leffler again with the ball carry. We'll get it to the 38. A 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9 for the Cowboys here in their first drive of the second half. Three receivers set, two to the far side, one to the near side. Shotgun formation, dropped back looking. Near side, Alvarado gets it at the 30 and brought out of bounds by Vasquez. Vasquez, tight coverage there on a comeback to the 29. So Alvarado has 2 catches in this drive to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup there on a 2nd and 9. Now 1st and 10 for the McCollum Cowboys as they made some adjustments in the in the locker room here as they move the fifth play of this drive. One receiver to the far side, one on the near side. Shotgun formation will give to the running back, and he is met by Garcia and Hinojosa. As he is met at the 29, a loss of a yard. Second and 11 for the Cowboys here. 9:30 left in this third quarter. Rolling and a little too high for Alvarado, as it was a bootleg. Ball to the near side. A nice play as that ball is incomplete. And the tender receiver on a third and 11. So fourth and 11. That one was intended for Ruben Pacheco. Incomplete. Nice play by Vasquez there. So the ball placed at the 29-yard line. 9:09 left. Two receivers set. Actually, five receivers looking to and met at the line as the pocket collapsed on him. And the first one to him was Daniel Ruiz. And Ruiz gets the quarterback as Tejada was not able to get the pass out to the 30-yard line, a 1-yard gain, and gets the ball to the 30 and turnover on downs. So CC Winn will have it at their own 30-yard line, first and 10. Now they're going from right to that pitch out, cut back, and gets it across the 30 to the 32, I believe the 34. Sosa in on the tackle for the Cowboys. Ethan Sosa, the linebacker, gets 4 yards, second and 6. It's 15-7, 8:31 or 8:30 left. If you're listening to us on our Facebook page, YouTube, don't forget we are going to replay the game an hour after to give to Johnston. Johnson will cut up the middle, cross the 40 to the 42-yard line. Eight-yard carry, first and 10, and picks up a Maverick first down with 8:07 left to the 42-yard line. Bring Olivo and Vasquez to the near side. I formation. The ball on the ground. It's still on the ground. Gonna check to see who comes up with it. And Padilla falls on it at the 41-yard line. Second and 11 at the 41. 7:33 and counting. Last night we were live from Laredo, Texas, as the LBJ and Eagle Pass tangled with the Wolves. Rolls out, Padilla looking. Now navigates his blockers in front as he crosses the 50 to the 47-yard line and moves the chains as he gets it to the 47. A 12-yard gain for Padilla. First and 10. 7:07 left. And picks up a Maverick first down. Very smart play not to throw it into coverage and keep it himself. Two receivers to the far side. That's Olivo and Vasquez. Pitch out. Cuts back inside. That's Johnston. Johnston gets across the 45 to the 43-yard line. 4-yard gain, second and 6. And it was a close first half, 13-10 for the Eagles. As in the second half, 23 unanswered points and makes it 36-10 as they go 1-1 in district play, and 4-2 overall. I formation will give a handoff to the outside. Johnson will sidestep the tackler out to the outside and gets to the 40-yard line. Gets 3 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 3. He has 19 yards here on this drive on 4 carries. 6:09 left. Eating up the clock here with a lead, 15-7. Will roll out on a bootleg. Has a man open. That's Soto and gets hit immediately. That's a nice open field tackle by Christian Ramirez, playing both ways for so that's complete to the 35-yard line. Needed 3, got 5. First and 10 as they move the chains on that 5-yard catch. Moving along here in this third quarter with 5:39 left. They got it with 11:53. Now Johnston patiently waiting for an opening to the outside and gets it to the 32-yard line. I think they're going to the 32. That's a 2nd and 7. It's a 3-yard carry. Patiently 3, 5 yards a carry for Johnston. Second down, 2nd and 7 as they've eaten up some clock here on this drive. One pass and some carries here for Johnston and Padilla. Power set, pitch out. Waiting for an open lane, and that one is nicely played by the defense as that one comes in the gap, and that was for Kareem Rocha Luna, the outside linebacker. He's just a sophomore, and he's getting some quality reps with the varsity squad as he gets Ethan Johnson in the backfield at the 35-yard line. So loses 3 yards, Johnson, on that carry. It'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Mavericks. 4:53 left here in the third quarter. And a timeout called. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful team season.
We're back live with 4:50 after the timeout called by CC Winn. I formation. Power set for drops back, looking, now rolls out near side, looking still, and throws it into traffic, and that one is almost picked off. That was intended for Jared Royce. Incomplete. Not sure if he stepped out of bounds. They are saying that he did step out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So 4th and 15 for the Mavericks, and they send the punt team out with 4:43 left. Back deep is Ramirez, awaiting the punt at his own 10-yard line. Nice high punt, waved for a fair catch, and he's at the 11. That's where they're going to start their next drive, their second drive of the second half, with 4:36 left. So McCollum has it at their own 11-yard line, 1st and 10, and Tejada brings his offense, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. They did move the ball on their possession here in the second half and got stalled. Give to the running back, will get brought down by a host of Mavericks. Leffler, the ball carrier there, will get it to the 15-yard line, a 4-yard carry. Second and 6. It was a 4-yard carry. We'll give it again to Leffler, and Leffler makes a couple of Mavericks miss, but finally gets brought down by Royce to the 20. A 3rd and 1, a 5-yard carry. We got 3:35 left here in the third quarter. We'll split 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation for Tejada. Drops back, looking near side. And that's picked off by Sanchez, a tip drill. He's looking for the end zone, and it goes out of bounds at the 11, 12-yard line, and that's an interception caused by Vasquez. Vasquez played that one very well as Silva was at a step. Tejada laid it out there, tipped it, and Sanchez was there for the interception. A tip drill that worked in the favor of the Mavericks, as the Mavericks have it at the McCollum Cowboy 12-yard line, 1st and 10 after the interception. We'll see what they can do, if they can put some points on the board. 3 receivers set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2 back. Cáceres, actually no, he fakes it to Cáceres, and he gets it himself. He calls his number. That's Padilla taking it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard carry for Padilla, 2nd and 6. As they can get a first down if they get to the 2-yard line. So they're in the red zone with 2:51 left here in the third quarter. As the third quarter winds down after the interception, the turnover, looking to put it into the end zone as Padilla takes it inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. On that RPO, the read option, he gets it to the 3, and that will make it a 3rd and 1, as that was a 5-yard carry. So 2:16 and counting. There's the play clock at 16, the game clock at 2:10 now. here in the third quarter. You're listening to Freddie Heredia, Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Under center, will give it to Soto. Soto will rumble his way into the end zone for a Maverick touchdown. And that one to Soto, number 34, from 3 yards out with a minute 57 left. Here in the third quarter, the Mavericks 21, Padilla rolls out, and that is good for two, as that was Hinojosa. The 2-point conversion good, makes it 23-7 with a minute 57. That 2-point conversion is good as he hits Hinojosa. 3 plays after the turnover. Three-play drive, 12 yards, and into the end zone is Soto as the Mavericks extend their lead to 23-7. As we got about a minute 57 left here in the third quarter, we're going to keep it here. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Follow our page on Facebook. Actually, follow our pages because we have 2 pages. One that covers the Rio Grande Valley, Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live. And then as Silva gets it at the 5-yard line, brings it across the 20 and is brought down. Actually, they're going to give him forward progress to the 23. That was Robert Owens, the senior receiver, brings it out to the 23-yard line. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. 23-7 is the score. As we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas. 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto has the car you need. Don't look any further. Come visit us at 2502 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Fast, easy credit approval, low down payments on any of our quality used cars. Stop by 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto.
We're back to live action. There's a minute 50 left here in the third quarter. 2 receivers set to the near side, 2 to the far side. Brings a man in motion as McCollum has it at their 23-yard line. That pass is complete. On a 1st and 10. Gets it to the 20. And Pacheco and Vasquez on the stop to the 27-yard line. Second and 6 on a 4-yard pass play. We'll give to Leifert. Leifert tries to get through the defensive line of the Mavericks and gets stopped for a minimal gain. Gets it to the 28. Third and looks like 3rd and 5. Under a minute to play. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side for the Cowboys. Tejada drops back and almost intercepted again as it goes through the hands of Royce, goes through the hands of Silva, and Sanchez almost had his second interception as that one falls. The intended receiver was Silva, Chris Silva, and incomplete. Tejada put some zip on that one. 4th and 5 for the Cowboys here with 37 seconds here in the third quarter. We'll punt it away. High angle kick will go out of bounds at the 41-yard line, I believe. Actually 43. So the defense gets a stop and a 3 and out. So McCollum now has it at, CC Winn will have it at their own 43-yard line with a 1st and 10 now. Under center. Ball is still on the ground, trying to get on top of it, and gonna see who has it on the first play. And that one, McCollum recovers the ball at the Maverick 26-yard line. And recovered the ball there was Nate Vasquez. So a fumble recovered by Nate Vasquez for McCollum with 19 seconds left. They set up shop at the CC Winn 27-yard line. 1st and 10. As he was trying to under center was Padilla, and for some reason the ball just shot out on a pitch. Tejada rolls left and now finds a wide open Alvarado on the far sideline as he rolls near side and turns back around and gets his favorite receiver Alvarado complete as he gets it to the Maverick 11-yard line. A 16-yard catch and run, 1st and 10. Not 1st and goal yet because and that ends the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, your CC Winn Mavericks up 23-7. As we're gonna keep it here. As they're gonna bring the ball to the other side. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
Fourth quarter play now as we start the fourth quarter from Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Texas High School Football Week 6, second week of District 14 5A play. As McCollum Cowboys lost last week against Harlan. Eagle Pass CC Winn lost to Martin, so they're coming in 0-1 in district play. And the flag was on the offense, so they're going to step off 5 yards to the 16. It's 1st and 15, Drops back. Tejada looking near side and goes out of bounds as that one was intended for Luciano Alvarado. Second and 15 from the Maverick 16-yard line. This will be a nice test for the defense to try and keep them out of the end zone. And as we start the fourth quarter, two receivers to the far side, one on the near side. Shotgun formation for Tejada. Looking near side. That one was tipped. And that one is intercepted by Garcia. And Garcia to the 50. Crosses the 50. And goes out of bounds. As that one was tipped at the line and intercepted. The second interception. And I was talking about that. That pass was intended for Chris Silva. And Silva was ready for the pass, but it was tipped at the line. Didn't see who tipped it. And it was into the hands of number 33, the senior outside linebacker, Alex Garcia, as he puts the Mavericks in McCollum territory at the 46-yard line. First and 10 for the Mavericks with 11:44 left after the interception. We'll give to Johnson. Johnson working near side and crosses the 40, actually to the 40. So Johnson gets the ball carry and he gets it to the 39-yard line. 7-yard carry, second and 3. Clock rolling. Fake pitch. Padilla takes it himself and is brought down by Ethan Sosa to the 34. A 5-yard carry there for Padilla. First and 10 for the Mavericks at the McCollum 34-yard line. Harlan and Harlandale were playing tonight at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Two receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Shotgun formation for Padilla. Padilla will actually give it to Johnston, and Johnson gets hit as he spun into the defense and is brought down after a yard carry there to the 33. Second and 9 for the Mavericks here. Fourth quarter, 10:47 and counting. Remember to share our link, share our Facebook page, share our Twitter, retweet our Twitter, share our YouTube channel, as we have two. And a timeout called. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Winn Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
We're back live 10:20 after the timeout called by the Mavericks. 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line. We'll give it straight handoff to hurdles a guy, as that's Ethan Johnson that gets it across the 30 to the 27-yard line. That goes on the highlight reel. 6-yard carry for Johnston. 3rd and 2. So they all are looking to the near side to try and get the play. We'll give it to Johnson. Johnson sees some running room and gets it to the 25, cross it to the 25-yard line. That's where they're going to spot him at the 25. A 2-yard carry, and that's going to move the chains. Actually, they're going to have to get it to the 24. That's where. So it's a 4th and 1. So on a 4th and 1, 10 seconds on the play clock, 8:57 left, 23-7 is the score. Under center, we'll give to Soto. Soto gets it across, and depending on the spot, and they do move the chains. That was Soto with the 1-yard, actually. And Ethan Sosa was the cowboy to come in for the cleanup to the 23. 1st and 10. 8:28. Big second half for the defense of the Mavericks, as they have come up big with some stops. Johnston looking for some running room. And gets it to maybe back to the line of scrimmage on that ball carry. 2nd and 10. Clock running here. 7:50 left. Like I was mentioning, tomorrow night, tomorrow during the day, it's a 1 o'clock serve up, as the volleyball Lady Eagles will that goes to number 6, Jared Royce, and is stopped in the backfield immediately by a host of McCollum Cowboys. The first one there is Damian Martinez. Third and 11 as that one loses yard to the 24. Eating some clock up here. 10 seconds on the play clock. 6:59 now left on the game clock. That one halfback pass. That one open. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown Mavericks. And that one is good for 24 yards, as that one was a halfback pass. And Johnston to Vasquez for a 24-yard touchdown pass. Gonna see the flag on the play. That was a illegal man downfield. That's going to bring the ball back to the 31-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd and 16 as they take a penalty here on that illegal man downfield. As Johnston uncorked that one to the far corner of the end zone, and had a man open. That was Vasquez. And Vasquez gets under that one. And there's a timeout called. 3rd and 15. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
So we're back. 6:50 left after the timeout. 3rd and 15. Pitch out. In the round. No. Fakes it. And he'll take it himself. That's Ethan Johnston. And Johnston will get it to the 22-yard line. And there's a timeout called to the 22. It'll be a 4th and 9. And Coach Ozo will call a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
So after the timeout, we're back 23-7. It was 15-7 at the half, and the Mavericks happened to get a couple of interceptions in the second half. One that resulted in some points as they set up a field goal here. A 39-yard field goal attempt by Ramos, and that one is no good. Wide left, excuse me. So the field goal was a 39-yard field goal attempt, and that was pushed wide left, and that sets up the McCollum Cowboys with 6:24 left. At their own 22-yard line. That one complete to Alvarado on a 1st and 10 from Tejada, and gets it to the 35. It's a 13-yard pass play, 1st and 10, 6:18. Not sure if they're going to go up-tempo here for the Cowboys. 4 receivers set, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation, drops back. Tejada looking near far side. Now dumps it off to Leifert, and Leifert gets it to the Leffler to the 36. A 1-yard pass play. 2nd and 9. 5:55 and counting here. Down 23-7. Drops back to Tejada. Looking deep. Has Alvarado. And that one falls incomplete, out of bounds. Ball at their own 36. 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys. 5:41 left. Fans from San Antonio, the south side, traveling down to Eagle Pass, down 57, well 35 and 57. 2 receivers set to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun formation for Tejada. Drops back, looking middle of the field. finds Alvarado, who's been his favorite receiver all night long, and that one's complete to the near side at the 46-yard line. A 10-yard catch and picks up a Cowboy first down, 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line as the clock ticks. 5:36. Actually, the clock stops because he went out of bounds. Pacheco and Hawley out to the far side with Silva. One-on-one situation with Alvarado. Comes near side and it is dropped. There to meet him was Andrew Vasquez. 2nd and 10 from their own 46. Stops the clock with 5:32 left. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side. Shotgun formation. Tejada has a Lyford in the back. Looks to go deep right side. And that was Pacheco, the intended receiver. Nicely done defensively for Vasquez. As Vasquez was as Pacheco and Vasquez down the line, down the far sideline were step stride for stride. 3rd and 10 from their own 46. 5:27 as the clock stops again on an incomplete pass. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Two receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Tejada will give, and that one is met as he cleans up. That was Garcia, Alex Garcia, the linebacker. And goes nowhere. 4th and 10, 4-down territory. And Garcia comes in as the middle linebackers. They changed their defensive alignment. Coach Salas and Coach Ramirez, the co-defensive coordinators, kind of looking at things. And two receivers to the far side, two receivers to the near side. Four receivers set. Tejada finds Alvarado, and Alvarado gets it to the 45. Not enough for a first down, as that was a 4th and 10. Is complete, but to the 45. Needed 10, needed to go to the 44, and that was a 9-yard catch. Needs to get to the 44, needed 10, and got 9. So turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at their own 45-yard line with 4:45 left in the fourth quarter. Up 23-7. Garza will go in motion, gets the handoff, cuts back, 45, gets to midfield. Actually, they're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line. 4-yard. So Garza gets 4 yards on that jet sweep. 2nd and 6. And what the Mavericks will want to do is keep it on the ground, stay in bounds, and eat up as much of this 4:15 left on the game clock. Fourth quarter, 23-7. It was a 15-7 halftime as both teams got on the board early in this game. Two receivers set to the far side, one on the near side. One-on-one situation. We'll give to Cáceres. Cáceres tries to turn the corner near side and is brought down by a host of Cowboys. The first one there to meet him was Luna. And that one to the 48 loses. Looks like he lost a yard there. 3rd and 7. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live. Actually, no, we're going to keep it here. As you see, well, you don't see it on what we're talking. Is we got we got two things going on at once. Right now, you're listening to the audio version of tonight's Friday Night Football, Friday Night Lights, Week 6 of Texas High School Football. We also got a mic going and another computer that's getting all the sites and all the plays on the field, because an hour after the game concludes, we will replay this game in its entirety with video so people can actually watch what went on in this ball game. 3:33 left. Make sure you guys go to Facebook and go like our pages, Rio RIO Sports Live and Rio Sports Live Southwest. Two backs in the backfield. Padilla near side gets Vasquez at the 45. He makes a move, stiff arms, and gets it down to the, stays in bounds to the 37-yard line. And Luna in on the tackle. 1st and 10. It was an 11-yard catch and run for Vasquez, the senior receiver. Now a 3 receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. We'll run some clock off the game clock. Play clock at 15 seconds. Two receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. We'll give it to Johnston. Johnston finds a cutback lane, gets it to the 35, down to the 34-yard line. 3-yard carry, 2nd and 7. So 2:24 left. Ever since week 1, or actually they made some changes on the offense for CC Winn, and it's been nothing but great things for the coaching staff and also the team. It's changed their mentality. It's a hard-nosed ball team as Padilla takes the helm, and the senior Ethan Johnston as a good leader he is. He says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and change the complexity of what the team can be if I'm the tailback and you're the quarterback. Plus, there's some other stuff that went on the offensive line, and some defensive players coming to the defensive alignment. 3rd and 4, that was a 3-yard carry. And that's Garza. Garza trying to get to the 30-yard line, actually loses a yard to the 32. About a minute left here in this ball game. As the ball is placed at the 32, 4th and 5. It looks like it's 5 yards. They need to get it to the 28, just inside the 28-yard line. 6 seconds left, and the play clock. 33 seconds on the game clock. Just got the play off, near side, looking cutback lane, and gets it to the 22-yard line. And I think that will do it, as Padilla will put the nail on the coffin to the 22-yard line. A 10-yard carry there. 1st and 10 as the 15 seconds. And of course, we're going to have our Hacienda Ford Hazard Award and our Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Ram Country Auto World. As that concludes this Week 6 Texas High School Football Friday Night Lights. McCollum 7, CC Winn 23. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days, same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
Stat Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. Stat Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting Stat Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
And we're back live as we have the post-game show presented to you by Hacienda Ford. And the Hacienda Ford Has It award goes to Ethan Johnston, the senior tailback. He rushed for at least a good 150 yards. I really can't go back right now to get all the carries, but he had a good night. And we're going to give the Ram Country Outer World Defensive Player of the Game to number 15, Erik Sanchez, who with the game at 15-7 in that fourth quarter, he was able to pick off a Tejada pass that was tipped by Vasquez and into the hands of Sanchez. That turnover turned to points as 3 plays later, Soto puts it in with a minute 57 in the third quarter, and they go up 23-7, and that is how it finished. 23-7. CC Winn moves to a mark of 3-3 overall and 1-1 in District 14 5A. For the McCollum Cowboys, they will have an overall record of 0-6 and a district mark of 0-2. From all of us here, we want to thank you, and we want to thank all of our great advertisers. We want to also say a hello to our good friends RC Audio Sports over in San Antonio, as they were gracious enough to let everyone know that this game was going to be streamed live. As far as audio, we're going to get you the presentation of the video an hour later, so it's 10 o'clock. About 11 o'clock is when we're going to be on with the video presentation. For David Heredia, my camera operator, I'm Freddie Heredia. Good night, and thank you once again. Friday Night Football, CC Winn, victorious 23-7 over the McCollum Cowboys. You're watching Real Sports Live, RealSportsLiveSouthwest.com. Thank you and good night. Keep talking sports, RealSportsLiveSouthwest.com.